Alright, let's start. We've got some more money grinding to do. We last left off yesterday, we were in the middle of trying to get everybody's crystal weapons, and we still don't have them yet. Oh yeah, that's right, I don't want to be in the forest. The guys in the forest don't give nearly enough money. Oh, actually, hold on. These guys showed up in the forest. Wasn't expecting that. But I'm gonna stick around in the plains area where these guys are more likely to pop up. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot Vincent fully heals himself when he goes into his limit breaks. Pretty helpful. We passed 25 hours. That's pretty crazy. We still got quite a bit of the game to go. This is around the point when we've already finished like every other Final Fantasy game up to this point. Oh wow, Tifa's contained material is already leveled up. Let's go, we got Break. Earth-based magic that can petrify, if I'm not mistaken. You know what? Let's give one of these a shot. Very strong earth magic sometimes causes petrify. Very strong ice magic sometimes causes stun. Okay, so Break only hits one, Freeze only hits one. I forget if any of these actually hit everybody. Damn, you missed 3 out of the, or 2 out of the 5 there, Tifa. You can't be doing that. How much money are we at now? 24,000. That's enough to at least buy one more. Try and buy something else for somebody who doesn't already have one. Might as well get the Winchester for Vincent. He's with us right now. And that is just strictly better than the one that we had before, so that's good. Aqua Lung did not do a whole lot to those guys. Wonder if they have water resistance or if Sid's magic attack just sucks. His magic attack's 81. Not like terrible. I forgot about how steep some of the MP costs are in this game. Like, there's skills that cost a lot of MP. Usually in RPGs, like, there's gonna be a point where stuff doesn't cost too much MP to cast. But Final Fantasy VII, some of the high-end stuff really takes your MP away. We're talking like Freeze is 82, Break is 86. Crazy. I think Ultima's like 150 or something. What's up, Al? Wake 3 is 68. All three of these are 52. Usually they're like 48. It's not like we go into 4 digits for MP. What's the plan for today's stream? We're gonna grind for more money for the rest of the crystal tier equipment so that everybody's ready to go. And then we'll progress with the story. We'll see how far we can get. We have a big anti-Shinra arc coming up. We got a whole gambit where, like, these huge materia that have been alluded to previously, there's going to be a little bit of a tussle for them. I don't know how many of those we'll be able to get in one stream. But first, we got to make sure that our equipment is ready for the task. Alright, that's enough for another one. Pop a tent just to heal. I will go the extra mile and make sure to buy Clouds as well. But I'm gonna wait to get him last. Because he's literally not with us right now. I'll buy another Crystal Bangle. And I actually don't have enough money for anything else now. Wait, Issue. This one's a little tough. I don't remember what those do. You don't need all these gold arm ones. You don't need star pendants. We'll do Crystal Megaphone. And I think we'll switch characters around. Vincent, I want to keep with us because he still hasn't gotten a new limit break. As cool as it would be to take advantage of Sid's double growth javelin, I'm gonna sideline him for just a little bit. Let's grab Ketchi, Kate Sith, give him his megaphone. Give him a crystal bangle, sure. And you can have one of the enemy skill materia. Why not? We still gotta get Yuffie's, Barrett's, and Cloud's. So we are 5 for 8. Damn it, why am I bothering to attack with the characters that were not Vincent there? They do give you a decent party balance. Like, considering you have 8 final party members, the fact that 3 of them have long-range attacks for most of their equipment, and you get a long-range materia, they get to play with that whole long-range thing a pretty healthy amount. Although, to be fair, 2 of those 3 long-range attackers are your optional party members that you could totally miss, so if you don't get them, it's kind of a bummer, but still not too bad. At the end of the day, at minimum, you've got 6 party members, and one of them will almost always have a long-range weapon, and you have a long-range materia to make a second one long-range. You could have 2 out of 6. Or you have the potential to do 4 out of 8, because you've got 3 long-ranged attackers in general, plus the long-range materia. So I think they do a pretty good balance there. I feel like the row system matters in this game in a way that it's nicely balanced as opposed to a lot of games. We talked about it in a previous stream, but there's definitely games that do not handle the front row, back row, back attack system in a healthy manner. And I would say this game does a good job. It's like one thing that I'm not fond of with Final Fantasy IV is the fact that the row system, you don't get to choose individually who's in the front and back. It's either you have 3 in the front and 2 in the back, or 3 in the back and 2 in the front. And I mean, it works because of the party setup, because you're pretty much like stuck with just the characters that they give you. But there is a couple of parts in the game where like that kind of gets a little fucky, and you end up having to put somebody in a not optimal spot. But at least at the end of the game, like, they give you exactly what you're expecting. You've got 2 back row characters, 3 front row characters, and you just roll with that. But I like, if they're gonna do a row system, I like having more freedom. It's like one of my only complaints about Final Fantasy IV. I don't even mind that the characters are like locked in, depending on the part of the game. I'm just not a fan of the row system. A little bit of a nitpick. Alright, we got 18,000. That is enough for someone else's. RIP FF4. It's still one of my favorites. I mean, I'm high on Final Fantasy in general. Like, I think every single Final Fantasy from 1 to 7 is good in some degree. And I like Final Fantasy 9 and 10 a decent amount. And Final Fantasy 8 is okay. Final Fantasy 8 is like the Pokemon Let's Go of the Final Fantasy series. I see that there's good things about it, but there's also things that I don't care for. Alright, let's go buy another crystal equipment. But Final Fantasy IV is up there. Like, if I were to compare it, so like Final Fantasy IV, I like 7, 6. I'm not counting Tactics, because that's a side game. I like 4, I like 7, 6, and then after that it's a toss-up between 4 and 5. And then underneath those are 9. So like, it's up there. It's either my 3rd or 4th favorite, depending on what I'm feeling like. It's just crazy, because, like, when you think about it, like, at least for most people, I feel like Final Fantasy 3 through 7 is just a better and better game every single entry. It's crazy. Alright, let's get the AM cannon for Barret. Do I have a new limit for Ketchi? I do have slots. I'm not a big fan of the slots, but we have it. Alright, let's replace him with Barret so Barret can get in there. Also a strict upgrade. Always nice to have those. Alright, so we need like 30,000 some odd more gil. We need at least the amount needed for Yuffie's weapon and Cloud's weapon. Damn, we got 3 fucking material level ups from one encounter. Sweet. And Tifa's already almost level 50. You can tell they paced this game so that, like, the first disc, I mean, if you didn't know from having 2 other discs to the game, it would feel like the end of the game was coming kind of close, because you get into the 40s. So, like, you get pretty high level. And then, by the time you're there, it's probably like 20 hours in, so, like, maybe even 30 hours in. So, like, you could be... Oh, that's a different enemy. Since we're on the coast, I didn't even fight this guy yet. Oh, I don't have the sense materia on anymore. I want to check what his HP stat was. Oh, whoop. That's right, I ended up giving the other enemy skill to Ketchi. Now we'll give this one to Barret. God, I need to get to Bravely Second. I've been thinking about, like, how much I like that game. Or I like Bravely Default. And I'm like, I beat Bravely Default. I did, like, everything in that game. And then I accidentally cast Cure 3 again. And then I didn't get to Bravely Second yet. Because I ended up getting into so many other games. Unfortunately, Dragon Quest IV comes first. Although, I guess that's not so unfortunate. That game looked like a lot of fun from when Landon was playing it. So, I'm looking forward to playing it too. Honestly, I might have time for Bravely Second after Dragon Quest IV, off the sheer fact that I don't want to buy a copy of Dragon Quest V. Like, I'm so hesitant on it, because it's so expensive. Like, I know I would end up enjoying it, but, like, I don't want to buy that game, knowing how much it costs. Like, it's not like I haven't paid that much for a game before. I did buy Pokemon Coliseum for over $100. I did buy Pokemon Soul Silver for over $100. But, like, once you get over, like, $70, once you get over a full retail price game, like, buying a secondhand game for me, it's like, there needs to be an extremely good justification. Like, I have to really, really want it. Like, 70 is my limit, and honestly, I'm picky about anything over 50. Hell, I'm picky about most things over 40 when I'm on eBay. Like, 40 is my cutoff. And then 70 is like my hard cutoff. So, like, I'll make an exception here or there, but once you're up above that, like, that's... In Dragon Quest V, every copy I've seen is like $120 or more. Like, maybe if I could find something that was closer to just 100 instead of like 120, 150. I don't want to pay $120+ for the game. I'm not even getting it. Buy a JP copy? Nah. I want to have an English copy. I don't yet know how to, like, if I can, like, force a physical cart to be patched over. It would be really cool if I could, like, buy a Japanese copy and then hard patch it to play in English, but, like, I don't know if I can do that. Okay, I think we have enough money now to get the last two things we want. No, because both of them were 18,000. Oh boy. Alright, so we need another 1,050. Or 1,500. Alright, sorry Barrett, you gotta go. Grab Yuffie. I used to go fucking dummy crazy in this game. I used to be the type where, like, I would actually strip whoever I wasn't using completely of materia. And I would literally only ever have the materia equipped to the characters I had in the party. But I'm finding... at my age, like, that's too much time investment to just have to double back and, like, redo the same shit over and over. Like, I'll just let some people keep some of their materia. That's fine. I don't recall ever equipping her with her new weapon. Rip Yuffie. I did not. Oh, we have enough now. Well, I'm gonna do just a little bit of extra grinding just so that we're not totally broke. No, don't hit Yuffie. Well... Damn, Vincent, you can't go hitting yourself like that. There was a trick back on the PS1 where, if your characters had regen, you could actually just, you could actually, like, pop open the lid of the PlayStation, and it would continually heal your characters with the regen, because the regen was still functioning. But, like, it would pause everything else in the fight. So, like, nobody could make actions. The ATB gauge would not fill. But, for some reason, regen was still active. And the same thing for poison. Like, you could poison somebody, and then just pop the lid open, and then just let them die to poison. It was kind of silly. One or two fights. That should give us enough money to spare. That sounds abusable. It definitely was. I remember when I was, like, I was a young teenager, first playing this game, and when I learned about that, I would use that. Like, I would put regen on my party, and then I would just pop the lid open, and then I would just, like, wait for it to heal all the way back up, and then I would close the lid and keep playing. I didn't use it a ton because, like, honestly, it takes more time than just casting Tier 3. But it was helpful because it would also mean I still had regen active, and I could get myself in a good position in, like, a tough boss fight. Nowadays, I don't need it. This game is actually really fucking easy, as long as you know what you're doing. Like, there are some tricky fights, and there are some enemies that hit pretty hard. Final Fantasy VII is an overall easy game. I wouldn't say it's as easy as Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy VI is fucking piss baby easy when you get to, like, the back half of the game and you're just abusing every resource at your disposal. Mostly because it's meant to be done in any order. But Final Fantasy VII does get really easy. Like, it is nowhere near as hard as 5 or 4 or 3 or 1 or 2. Alright, we got Cloud's weapon. And I'm gonna buy one more crystal bangle, just for the shits. And giggles. Although everybody here has, like, good equipment. So, I think we're just gonna stick with that. Actually, hold on. Let me check something. Okay. I'll give Vincent a crystal bangle, and then I want to give Tifa the dragon armor. Actually, hold on. I will not give her the dragon armor, because, spoilers, as we continue this game, Tifa's also going to be kicked out of our party for a bit. Pokey-headed young thing. That sounds like someone we might know. He was holding this really long sword. The whole thing feels unlucky to me, but the amazing thing was those weird blue eyes. Excuse me, that person you were just talking about. Yeah, a villager found him a little ways down the coast. It was about a week ago, I think. Poor kid, he must have drifted from somewhere pretty far away. Cloud, it must be. It's Cloud. Oh boy. Found him. Bingo. It's very interesting having both of the optional party members in this scene. At the clinic. He's alive. Cloud is alive. Yeah, I'm right here. I'm right here playing the game. Thank you. I heard a friend of mine was here. Friend? Oh, that young fellow. Don't worry, he's next door, but his condition isn't good. Oh, boy. He's in a wheelchair. That's already not a great sign. He is so out of it. Mako poisoning. Quite an advanced case. It appears this young man's been exposed to high levels of Mako energy for an extended period of time. He probably has no idea who or where he is now. Poor fellow, he can't even speak. He's literally miles away from us. Someplace far away where no one's ever been, all alone. Doctor? Vincent just doesn't say anything. You lying or what? This is not the first time that Cloud has been Mako poisoned in such an extreme case. It is amazing this man has survived. Damn, Tifa's like begging him. Tell me you see me. Tell me you can hear me. Tell me, please. He can't communicate with anybody. He went full Camille from Zeta Gundam. Oh, did that happen to him too? Damn. Zeta Gundam came before Final Fantasy VII, right? Zeta Gundam was before 97. They might have actually taken a little bit of inspiration, if that's the case. (1987). It is totally possible that they like took a little bit of inspiration from that for this portion of the game. Because I mean, Japanese devs, they do like to take inspiration from pop culture. Hello, Ignitus. Ignitus? I hope I pronounced that right. Ignitus. You're catching us right during the part of Final Fantasy VII where Cloud is just completely gone. Just mentally gone. And that unfortunately means that Tifa refuses to leave his side. Which means we're now down 2 party members. 3 if you want to count Aerith from earlier in the game. I don't care about anything else, only Cloud. That sounds a little selfish. But you know what? I respect it. Gotta do it. You gotta be true to yourself. But you know what? If it weren't for Tifa being here by his side, it's possible Cloud would have never recovered. So it's good that she does this. She helps our hero get back into shape. Are you a spy? Yeah, I already told you I was a spy. Both Giahaha and Kiahaha are up to something. You could just say Hey Dagger and Scarlet. Like, why you gotta, like, explain them by their laughing? He ends up being taken care of by his childhood friend for the rest of the next series. Damn. So that's literally what happens. That's literally Tifa is his childhood friend. I mean, to be fair, they're not super close until he, like, confesses himself to her. But, like, they were childhood friends in a sense. So, like, it's... Maybe there was a little bit of inspiration taken from Zeta Gundam for that. The first problem's already solved. Ew. Oh yeah, they're planning a way to deal with Meteor, because, I mean, as evil as Shinra is, they probably don't want the planet that they're living on to blow up. The plan is already in motion. We're collecting huge materia from each region. What? Huge materia is a high-density special type of materia made through a special compression process and Mako reactor. The energy extracted from it is 330 times the strength of a normal materia. That is oddly specific. We will gather all the huge materia together and ram it into Meteor. They're literally just gonna throw materia at it. I don't know how successful that will be. You think you have the technology to do it. They already have 2 of the huge materia. Now they gotta get Coral or Condor. Already dispatched troops to Coral. Pay attention to that guy that was in the suit there. That guy in the suit that was in the back. Fun fact. Kind of the reason why Ketchi knows about all this stuff going on. And why he's telling them about everything. You gotta use materia even if it seems bad. It's how they're able to power themselves up and get the abilities they need. But gotta deal with the huge materia now. What are you saying, Bear? Even though you're always knocking him, you really want Cloud to return? I ain't saying nothing about nothing, so just shut your face. Listen, Barrett, just come clean about your feelings. It's okay. Just be like, hey, that spiky-headed dude, I like him a little bit. Just a little bit. Every group's got to have a leader. Well, and there he is. At least I want to be, but I ain't cut out to be no leader. I never knew that till lately. I don't agree with that. You could be a leader if you wanted to. But I guess everybody's gonna force the leadership role on Sid. This is so silly. You've been chosen to be the new leader. Pain in the ass, forget it. But for us to fight, we gotta have Highwind and you. We need to save the planet, and who's running this ship? You. That's why you're our new leader. Ain't no one else can do it. God, I love this game. This is like my 5th time getting through like this point in the game, maybe even 6th, and I still get a kick out of this game. Okay, I'll do it. Everyone follow me. All right, first job. The operation room's waiting for you. Now we get to play as Sid, and his run animation is very goofy. What was my reaction to Aerith's death the first time? I didn't have a strong reaction only because it was spoiled to me in a magazine, which was actually part of the reason I ended up wanting to play the game in the first place, is because the magazine hyped it up so much. The game in general, anyway. So I was already spoiled to the death scene. I didn't play this game for the first time until 2005, so by then, like, it was everywhere. Everyone knew that, unfortunately, our best kept secret in gaming, Aerith dies. So I wish I could have played for the first time not knowing that, I feel like that would have been an incredible shock, but I definitely can sympathize with like people who felt like crushed by it the first time. We'll cure all Earth time. Alright. We got back Tifa's materia. Put Restore All on Ketchi for now. Kate Sith. I'm still not used to... Like, I always grew up with pronouncing it Kate Sith, but I guess it's supposed to be Ketchi. I'm just gonna keep going back and forth, I don't care. I really want to level up the Contain materia, so I'm gonna put that on Sid for now. This Earth materia is already mastered, so I don't really feel the need to have it on. And that Fire one's also already mastered, so I'll just put Ice. There we go. I've had some games where I've actually been brought to tears. Like I played Nier Automata, I've played Dragon Quest XI, I've played a few other games that like I actually cried. Like there's nothing wrong with crying when like a pivotal and emotionally powerful moment in a game happens. Unfortunately, I couldn't get that out of Final Fantasy VII, and it's entirely because I was spoiled before I could even experience it. Alright, so... we've got to go to Coral. Or Fort Condor. We can pick either one. The guide is telling us to go to Coral first. And so... we will do that just because the guide I'm following... I can do this game without a guide. My thing is I want to get, like, as much missable stuff as possible, and if I don't follow a guide, I will miss stuff. So, I'm just following the guide, like, loosely to make sure that I don't miss anything major. And, it's telling us to go to Coral out of the two, so let's do that. Just speed this up real quick while we fly over. Oh yeah! This big hole was not here before. And now that it is here, we got... this was where one of the weapons awakened. I think that was just a mountain range earlier. Alright, let's save the game here. I'm gonna save down here, just in case. Because I would like to go back to that file with Tifa in it if I want to, but... we don't have a lot of money. That sucks. Alright, let's go up to Mount Coral. A long bridge. Oh, we got Tornado. Didn't even see that Contain already leveled up to use a Tornado. It's a huge bridge. It's a good thing we know that there's nothing wrong with this bridge, because the way that the screen shakes a little bit and how long it is, it makes you feel like it'll collapse. don't remember what these guys' elemental affinities are. So I'm just going to throw whatever elements I want at them. Oh, I don't remember if I equipped Barret with his gun. I bought him all the stuff. I bought everybody the stuff from the deal, but I don't remember if I equipped everything. Let me check Barret again. Okay, yeah, he has the AM cannon. The only character I didn't equip with was Sid because he's got double growth on his. So I'm willing to take the 15-point hit to his offense. He's still got decent attack even without it. It does fall behind a bit, but it's still like not so low. I don't know if I have any sources. I do not. I like how we have Aerith's final limit break item to teach her. We never got to use it because I never got her that, like, leveled up. I think it's crazy. Just like I mentioned this earlier in our stream series, but I think it's absolutely crazy that people were able to find a glitch in some versions of the game that actually lets you bypass Aerith leaving the party for the last time, and you can actually legitimately finish the game with Aerith alive. Technically. I mean, she's kind of... I mean, it's more accurate to say she's like a zombie because she has no role in the story, she has no dialogue, and is literally just a party member you can use. But just the fact that you can do that without, like, using external devices... Man, I love when fandoms find the craziest shit in games. Like, I've got to try it sometime myself. Like, it's really hard to execute, but, like, I love this game enough that, like, just like with, like, Pokemon Red and Blue, I would be down to, like, fiddle with glitches in the name of, like, getting a fun experience out of it. Although I feel like I'd probably be more able to do it if I was playing the original PS1 version. So I might play like an emulated version of that. We'll see. I don't know. I'm not gonna play it on stream. I'm probably just gonna do it on and like report about it on our group Discord. We have a Discord. That's where I like to post weird stuff. We're gonna beat up some Shinra. Let's do it. Damn, these guys are weak. It's the same guy that we fought, the same type of enemy we fought, like, a while back in multiples, and at the time they were stronger. But since they didn't actually replace them, and they were literally the same guy... Here we go. We gotta get on the twain. Alright, Sid. We'll let you handle it. This train sequence is very, very important if you're trying to make sure to get everything that you could miss in the game, because several very big things are on the train we have to get to. It'll take about 10 minutes. So you press the topmost button. You just alternate as much as you can. Hey, we made it. We only took 30 seconds to do it, so we've got a decent amount of time. We're gonna have encounters on every car, by the way. I can't let myself use any summons because those take way too long. So we'll have to use powerful magic, enemy skills, physical attacks. Damn, they silenced him. And what's crazy is that the silence went through before they even did the full animation. Like, I was grayed out before they even finished doing that attack. So, like, the game rolled to silence me very early. Okay, so we need... Unfortunately, I don't have Yuffie, so this might be a little tricky. But I actually need somebody to equip the steel materia. So who is our best in terms of dexterity? It's Ketchi. Alright, dude, you're my thief. We don't have any enemy skills to manipulate, so I think I will take the manipulate materia off for now. We'll swap there. Because there is a unique enemy who drops a very cool piece of equipment. Well, it doesn't drop. You have to steal it. And you have to get there before the fourth car. Alright, we have 7 minutes to beat the rest of these guys. Let me read ahead here. The third car has a Wolf Miser enemy. Use magic, especially Aqualung, so this guy. Before jumping to the fourth car, make sure you have a steel materia, fight Eagle Gun, and be sure to steal the Warrior Bangle. It's unique and only obtainable here. After you have it, pound it with Magic Breath and Bolt 3. Then jump to the engine, fight another attack squad. Okay. So, I have Aqualung. So... Damn, he's still standing, and he had over 5,000 HP. It's like 7,000. Toy box. Damn, does he have like 10,000 HP? I wouldn't be surprised. The Iron Giant type enemies, they always have a lot of HP. It's kind of crazy how early in the game we're running into one, though. Usually you don't fight the Iron Giant enemies until, like, the very last dungeon in most games. Oh, did I already pass by? Yeah, I did. That should be good enough. Alright. Gotta fight the Eagle Gun. It's not classified as one, but it's basically a boss fight of sorts. I don't have big guard on this one. Alright, let's put haste on the party. I didn't even notice if I actually stole that. I did it. Okay, now we're good. Now let's just kill this guy as quickly as possible. I got the warrior bangle, so that's pretty sick. Oh, it's immune to water. That's a little crazy. Is he immune to fire? You would think that a mechanical enemy would be vulnerable to water. Because that is clearly something that looks like it would be weak or vulnerable to water. But apparently not. Dude looked like a fucking Digimon. Alright, now we just gotta fight these guys. You guys! Hand over the huge materia. Yeah, we're gonna beat you. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, we gotta beat this guy. We have 4 minutes left, so we should be able to stop the train. If you don't stop the train, it causes you to miss a couple things, and also one of the things that you can get just for stopping the train, you can get it later, but you have to buy it for a lot of gil. Up or down simultaneously. There we go. We stopped it just in time. We got the huge materia. Nice. So now that we have that, we should talk to people. Because there's somebody that will give us something for free. Thank you, sir. We are the ones that stopped the Shinra train. I'm glad that I took Barrett with us for this, because, like, this is a redemption arc for him. Like, this is everybody stops, like, hating him for the mistake he made because he saved everyone. If he's not in the party, you don't get this extra dialogue. Yep, we got the Ultima materia. We don't actually get to cast it yet because Ultima comes with absolutely... It's much like Cure, Full Cure, where you have to level it up in order to get access to it for the first time. We... Unfortunately... Where is it? I still haven't finished getting the heal materia leveled up enough to get Esuna. Jeez. Alright, where is it? Lightning... I mean, I can stand to part with the Bahamut one. Yeah, Ultima, you have to actually get the AP in order to unlock it. Sure, why not? We'll give Ketchi access to ice attacks. And then we can take back the manipulate materia. Oh no! I accidentally put remove all. My buttons keep like accidentally going a little too far sometimes. At least I didn't hit to trash anything. Alright, so we'll do that. Restore all. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's do... that. Resist Earth. Sense and manipulate. Cover. HP plus. Do Chocomog. Bahamut. I'm gonna give Odin to Sid, because I feel like that's a fitting one for him. Cool. There's also one more thing we can grab on our way out. Go to the building just down the hill. We go in here. Everybody's dreading Meteor. This memento is all I have left of my husband. I'll give it to you if you please stop Meteor. Catastrophe. Catastrophe is... it teaches Barrett his ultimate limit break. I don't think he's ready for it yet, though, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he doesn't even have rank or level 3 yet, so... We can't teach it yet, but once we get him to level 3 and we get him all his other ones, we'll be able to teach him that. How much money do we have? We still don't... I never have the 30,000 for the lifetime pass with Gold Saucer when I want it. Alright, let's return to the High Wind. We gotta go to Fort Condor now. We haven't been to Fort Condor in quite some time. It's crazy that Sid is the leader for these, like, highly important moments of the game. Like, Tifa, you don't get anything too crazy with her after she becomes leader. Like, it's pretty much just finding Cloud. I'm just here to save the game. We managed to get everything we wanted. Oh, I gotta check the warrior bangle. What does that do, actually? Oh, it doesn't give you any growth for the materia. That sucks. And its magic defense is piss. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna take a pass on that. The only time I'm willing to do non-materia growth equipment is if I've already mastered, like, at least enough materia slots to go in that piece of equipment. And also, it has to be really good. Like, if it's like an ultimate weapon, fine, that's cool. But, like, that's not even the best weapon, so... Come on, Sid. Go up the ladder. Thank you. Alright, so there is a piece of equipment that, that if we do this next Fort Condor fight, which is actually mandatory. There's been a bunch of optional ones that have opened up over time, and, like, I did a few of the early ones, or at the very least, I, like, mentioned that there was ones earlier that could be gotten. This next one is, we have to do it. And, here's the thing. We don't want to place any enemies. We want them to come to us. But we're just gonna go ahead and sit this out. And just let it run. Because the enemy that comes to our base drops a unique piece of equipment you can't get anywhere else. So even though conventional wisdom would say you need to, like, stop the enemy and, like, try to beat them so that they don't reach the base, don't disregard all conventional wisdom. Let them reach you. They are taking their sweet time, but we're just gonna let it go. Damn, we really just gotta wait and just chill here, huh? This is slow even at high speed and 3 times speed. Yeah, it really is. Oh yeah, that's right. Let me turn up the speed to high. It was on medium, but it's still going to be very, very slow. As you can see, there is a gauge up over on the left that shows their progress, and it is inching. It is crawling. Like that. Like, I had it on medium speed. I had turned it up to high. That shit's still taking forever. Oh, now they're suddenly going faster. Damn, I guess they just put some pep in their step. All of a sudden, now they're on. Now they're coming. Oh, it's because one of them's a bird. Of course, that's why it's coming faster. We got the boss fight music, though. Might as well set big guard. He has 8,000 HP. All you have to do is beat him. He drops this piece of equipment. It doesn't have to be stolen. You just have to beat him, and he always drops it. There isn't even a, like, percentage chance. You will get it from him. But you have to let him reach the... You have to let the enemy reach the base in order to do this. Damn, he's vulnerable to stop. We actually just completely stopped this man for a second. And he's dead. We did it. Imperial Guard. Cool. The bird is alive. The egg is hatching. That... No! The condor, the egg. Oh, fuck. We got the Phoenix materia. One of the coolest summons in the series, if I might say so. I like Phoenix. It's really cool. Intense fire damage, as well as it revives any downed party members, which I think is really fucking spiffy. Alright, so now we just have to talk to... the guy downstairs, sitting at a table. Presume that this guy... Everyone, thanks. I really mean it. Thanks. Even though there isn't anything we can give you, we'll make sure you can stop in and stay anytime, so be sure to drop by. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to tell you. Huge materia! Damn, man, it's huge materia. You mean this? The truth is, this is the materia inside the reactor. What the hell did we fight for? We weren't protecting the reactor, we were protecting the Condor. When that reactor was built, they forced us to help. That's how we knew what was inside the reactor. I knew this day would come, so after the Shinra left, I sneaked in and took the materia. I didn't mean to fool you, but I guess that's how it ended up. I'm really sorry. Shinra's probably on high alert since we always mess with him. How about we take a break and go see that little fella for a bit? You must mean Cloud. Yeah, I'm worried about Tifa. She may have collapsed taking care of the guy. How about checking in on him? Down to Medial. Oh boy, let's go check on Cloudy boy. The Imperial Guard has 6 slots that are linked for materia. Really good defenses. No evasion though, so like you will not be able to evade anything, you will get hit. And it looks like it doesn't have any other bonus stuff, so like it doesn't like drain any elements or anything. That said, that's still really good. And honestly, I would give that to Ketchi off of the fact that he's our tank. Like he covers for us. He has a high HP, so higher defense is always good. Well, let's go back to the high wind. Go check on Cloud. Big story segment supposed to unfold pretty soon. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get locked into some cutscenes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and save the game. I need to look at a certain side quest though first, so hold on. Okay, so before we go check on him, we're gonna go to the weapon shop because once we get Cloud back, we can't do this. So there is a door in the back. All right. I am going to change our okay, we can just use the D-pad. The stick runs, but the D-pad walks. Go outside and walk around the accessory shop. Listen for a creaking sound. When you hear it, examine the spot to find a beat-up key. I think the accessory shop is this one. Is it this one? This is the item store. Stop following me. Stop talking to me. I don't want to talk to you. Just trying to find a key. Alright, honestly, I'm just gonna look this shit up. Oh, I am way off. I absolutely was nowhere near the spot that I'm supposed to be at. Whoop. Beat up useless old key. Ah, it's not useless. Not useless. Use the beat up old key. Busted. Can't get the damn thing out. Is something wrong? Oh boy. Damn, that's bad. Just apologize and get it over with. Sorry, I twisted the shit and it broke. Key? You mean the one to that door? Ah, that's a good one. Of course there's no key. It's a wall. We just painted a door on it. Wow. Hey, what? You drew that door on the wall? That's right. We drew it on there to make it feel like you could pass through to another world. Sorry to have surprised you. It's not much of an apology, but please take this. Didn't the others receive the cursed ring? We're hoping to pass through a door like that one into another world. I feel that you all might be able to make my dreams come true. Weird, isn't it? So weird. The cursed ring increases your status, but there is a drawback. We're never gonna equip that shit. We're just doing the side quest for the sake of it. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is, get our party back. No use. I can't understand a thing, Cloud. What should I do? What if you never recover for the rest of your life? Oh. Coming. They're coming. What did you say, Cloud? Ah. What the hell's going on? Ice streams gushing up from below the surface of the Earth. Damn, this is bad. Nothing. You and Cloud get inside quick. But don't worry about a thing. I ain't about to die that easily. Oh boy. Remember one of the weapons that like busted out during that cutscene a while back? We're about to fight one of the weapons. Throw out big guard. This guy has 100,000 HP, by the way. We are not going to be beating him in this encounter. We just have to hold our ground and not die. Ultima Beam! Oh boy. That wasn't actually too bad. Only 800 damage each. And he's fucking off. Sick. He does have a cursed ring that can be stolen, but since we already got one, I didn't really feel the need to do that. Oh boy. I feel bad for the people of Medea. Like, they were just minding their own goddamn business, and now their whole village is about to get fucked up. Might be safer to move to an open area. Oh, okay. Well, they just fell into the life stream. Little do we know, this is actually the thing that will save Cloud's life. He definitely looked very out of it. I wonder if that was a separate model, like they made a Cloud model that's exclusively like in the wheelchair, So it's not like Cloud and a wheelchair as separate models, but they're like one model? I know nothing about that. It's not me. I'd never do anything like that. Apparently, the voices of the live stream are speaking to Tifa, and only she understands what they're saying. She's pretty fucking traumatized by it, though. It's gonna be pretty crazy to see how Final Fantasy VII Remake's third part, like, tries to adapt all of this shit. Because like I said yesterday, like, this whole second act to the end of the game is so off the rails from what the rest of the game is. Because it, like, I mean, it keeps everything consistent with what they had been building up to, but they go really crazy. And, like, I haven't even played Rebirth, so I don't know how crazy they get with that. And, like, the very end of Remake is the only hint that things are going to get a little wacky. But let's talk to Cloud. A sealed up secret wish. Tender feelings that no one can ever know. That starry night at the well, that promise that we made then. What if the memory was all a lie? The gates of Nibelheim. 5 years ago, Sephiroth passed through these gates, and that's how it all started. It connects to Nibelheim? That's right. It's probably best to start from there. We gotta go into this section first. Let's go have a look, Cloud. It's not easy. I'll be here for you. Here we go. We're finally gonna put the pieces of Cloud's memory back together. Here's the well. There's Gramps' Inn. The only truck in town. It's been here since we were little kids, right? This is the Nibelheim you remember, right? It's the same way as my Nibelheim. This is why this is our Nibelheim. "5 years ago, 2 men from Soldier came. Sephiroth and a young, vibrant soldier. Can you tell me again what happened?" "5 years ago, I saw the real Sephiroth for the first time." We're just gonna ignore the dialogue that we had from the flashback at the beginning of the game. This is the great Sephiroth. But to tell the truth, I thought he was very cold. I remember a foreboding about him. That's not true. That's not true. That's not real. I'm pointing at Cloud. That's not real. No, Cloud. I've been hiding it for some time, afraid that if I told you something terrible might happen. But I'm not going to hide anything anymore. You weren't here. Cloud did not come to Nibelheim 5 years ago. That's also not true. That's not what happened. I waited, but Cloud never came. He did. Just you wait, you'll fucking find out. The 2 that were ordered here were Sephiroth and another person. Alright, let's go. You mean that member of Soldier who came with Sephiroth wasn't Cloud? There's nothing I can say. You must find the answer yourself. If you can't, then take your time, Cloud. Little by little, okay? Alright, let's go back to the center here. The camera shifted a little bit. That starry night up at the well. What if our memories were just a lie? Just keep checking all those small emotions and it'll come back. The sky that night, the heavens were filled with stars. And now we get to have another reenactment of this scene. It's pretty crazy what the live stream is capable of doing. Like, literally just showing vivid recreations of events from the past. I was wearing these clothes. That's you, too. You were so small then. Yeah, Cloud had a late growth spurt. Cloud made up his memories by listening to my stories. Do you imagine this sky? No, you remembered it. That night, the stars were gorgeous. It was just Cloud and I. We talked at the well. That's why I kept thinking you were the real Cloud. I still believe you're the Cloud from Nibelheim, but you don't believe in yourself. These memories aren't enough. What about your other memories? No, not memories. A memory is something that is consciously recalled, right? This is why sometimes it can be mistaken or wrong. It's different from a memory locked deep within your heart. That's why it must be fake. If you could recall up that memory... That's it. What about some memory that has to do with me? If I say something, you can't remember it. But if you say something and I remember it too, then we'll know that's a memory. Talk to me about anything, some important memory to you. Now that you mention it, why did you want to join Soldier in the first place? I always thought it was a sudden decision. I was devastated. I wanted to be noticed. I thought if I got stronger, someone would notice. Someone would notice you? Who? You know who. You, that's who. He's got, like, pieces of his mind, like, speaking, like, inside his head, and then the part of him that's speaking out loud at the same time. Me? Why? Tifa, did you forget about those days? Oh boy. No, it's alright. You were having a hard time back then. You're so busy with your own things, it's only natural you don't remember me then. We got little Cloud talking. He's just like me for real. I went through a late growth spurt. I was the same age as him and I was still tiny. And then I and then I shot up like almost a whole foot over the span of like a year and some change. I was like 4'11" going into high school. And then by the time I entered senior year, I was 5'7". I'm not very tall. I'm like 5'7", 5'8". But I was incredibly short going in high school. Come on, hurry. Sealed up secret wish. Tender memories no one can ever know. You know where this window goes to, Tifa? Fine, I'll go. Oh boy. You got yours in 8th grade? So yeah, you went through yours earlier than me. It's Tifa's house. My room? This was my first time here. Was it? I only used to look up at it from outside. Hey, look. Cloud's coming. You think he wants to come in? What was the first day you came in my room? Or was that the first day you came in my room? That's right, we live next to each other, but I really didn't know you that well. We've known you since we were children and always thought we were close. Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever being in my room. Tifa always used to have her own group. That's right. I thought they were all stupid. What? You were all childish, laughing at every little stupid thing. They were kids. I know, I was the stupid one. I really wanted to play with everyone, but you never let me in the group. Then later I started thinking I was different, that I was different from those immature kids. And maybe... just maybe they would invite me in. I thought that might happen, so I hung around. I was so prejudiced and weak. That night I asked Tifa to come out to the well. I thought to myself Tifa would never come, that she hated me. It was so sudden, I was a bit surprised. But it's true we weren't that close, but after you left town I really thought about you a lot. I used to wonder how Cloud was doing. I wondered if you were able to get into Soldier. I started reading the newspapers thinking I might see an article about you. Thanks. Tell him what you told me later. He'll probably be so happy. What happened on this day? Was it a special day? This was the day. Oh boy. This was the day? Tifa's mother. The day Mom died. I wonder if there's anything beyond that mountain. This is when they all went up to Mount Nibble. They went on their big adventure. I'm just speed this up while they all move. He cowered. He chickened out and ran away. There goes Cloud running after him. Aw. The other two chickened out at the bridge. And then the bridge came apart and broke. I don't remember the path I walked. Tifa missed her step. I ran to her, but I didn't make it in time. We both fell off the cliff. Back then, I only scarred my knees, but... why'd you bring Tifa to a place like this? Unfortunately, it was all the other kids' idea, and Cloud got blamed for it. I feel bad for the kid. Tifa was in a coma for 7 days? I forgot about that bit. We all thought she wouldn't make it. Only could have saved her. I was so angry at myself for my weakness. Ever since then, I felt she blamed me. I went out of control. I'd get into fights with anyone. That was the first time I heard about Sephiroth. I thought if I were strong like him, then... if I could just get stronger, then Tifa would have to notice me. So that was it. Sorry. If I'd only remembered more clearly what happened, I could have done something sooner. It's not your fault. But I remembered back when we were 8. That's it. Now I know. You weren't created 5 years ago. My childhood memories aren't all made up. Hang in there just a little longer. You've almost found the real you. Let's go back to Nibelheim again. Cloud is piece by piece coming back together. The truth is right there. We almost have the answer right in the palm of our hands. Cloud, wait. Oh boy. Where are you going? The reactor? The reactor. The Mako reactor 5 years ago. This is when Tifa tried to wrangle Sephiroth's sword from him. Got cut. Fucking bounced down the stairs. The fact that she's alive after that is also insane. Zack, you remembered. That's right, it was Zack who came to Nibelheim with Sephiroth. Then where were you, Cloud? Did you see it all? Oh yeah, he did. Zack was flung all the way out of that room when Sephiroth was doing his shit. But Cloud was the infantryman. He was one of the 2 people that escorted Sephiroth and Zack through Nibelheim. And when he saw that, he fucking stabbed the shit out of him. Fucking. So Cloud was there. He was the random he was one of the random Shinra soldiers. Mom, Tifa, my town, give it back. I had so much respect for you. I admired you. Here's the big reveal. That's what happened. And in a heart, you were there. This is honestly really heartwarming. You were watching me. Just like, yeah, he didn't make it into Shinra, but he kept his fucking promise. Or he didn't make it into Soldier. He made it into the Shinra infantry. But he made his promise to Tifa. Zack saying, hey Cloud, if you're feeling sick, and I missed the rest of that. Yeah. He was the seasick one. Or not the seasick one, the motion sick one. This is me. I never made it as a member of Soldier. I even left my hometown telling everyone I was going to join, but I was so embarrassed, I didn't want to see anybody. So how does it feel? So when he was talking to Cloud the whole time, but he wasn't looking straight ahead. He was looking at the infantryman who was Cloud. Sephiroth knew, even though Cloud was just an infantryman, he knew him. You came. You kept your promise. He did. You really did come when I was in trouble. Sorry I didn't get there sooner. You know, maybe he didn't become a big, reputable guy in Soldier, but he fucking protected Tifa. He fucking stabbed Sephiroth. Cloud, kill Sephiroth. Oof. Don't push it. And then, in a fit of pure adrenaline, fucking picks the sword up. And just like in the flashback, fucking throws him over. Unfortunately, he did survive. He did ended up part of the life stream. And now he's wreaking all this havoc here now. But Cloud beat Sephiroth that day as a fucking regular ass infantryman. Now everybody's gonna go, all the pieces of Cloud are gonna go back together. This is one of my favorite parts of the game, just like learning who Cloud really is and like finding out that like, yeah, parts of his memories were wrong, but like he was, like, he's not mistaken. He was at the events that he believed he was at so long ago. And now we have our party leader coming back to us. He's back! My boy! Really you, isn't it? Yeah, we finally meet again. You stupid jerk, you had us all worried sick. Ugh. Voice, there. I see, we're in the live stream, aren't we? Everyone's waiting. Let's go back to everyone. Yeah, I guess so. Come on, let's go home. What a great part of the game. R.I.P. Medeal, though? Holy shit. Barrett, you came back. Cloud, where is he? He's right over there. Don't worry about him. He's a tough one. When I was in the live stream, I saw the real Cloud. I mean, I didn't really find him. He found himself. I shouldn't have doubted. But I can't win against you. You're some kind of lady. People have so many things pent up inside of themselves. So many things they can never forget. Strange, isn't it? She's just zonked out. She just needs a rest. It's a pretty taxing moment. Everyone, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, Cloud. All you've been doing is apologizing. I never was in Soldier. I made up the story about what happened 5 years ago and my being in Soldier. I left my village looking for glory, never made it in. I was so ashamed of being so weak. Then I heard the story from my friend Zach, and I created an illusion of myself made up of what I'd seen in my life. I continued to play the charade as if it were true. Illusion, huh? Pretty damn strong for an illusion. And we'll visit why that is after this. In fact, I'm going to do that. There's a bunch of side quests that are about to open up now that Cloud's back. And while I'm not going to do very many of them yet, because our stream is almost over, I'm going to do one thing because it is an important piece to the pie. It was just the same procedure they use when creating members of Soldier. Yeah, so we had the Mako infusion. You see, someone in Soldier isn't simply exposed to Mako energy. Their bodies are actually injected with Genova cells. For better or worse, only the strong can enter Soldier. It has nothing to do with the Genova reunion. But weak people like me, we get lost in the whole thing. The combination of Genova cells, Sephiroth's strong will, my own weakness are what created me. Everyone knew that. I'm Cloud. The master of my own illusionary world. But I can't remain trapped in an illusion anymore. I'm gonna live my life without pretending. You're sure messed up, Cloud. That means you ain't no different from before. Fucking Barret. By the way, Cloud, what are you gonna do now? Don't tell me you're gonna leave the ship. I'm the reason why meteor's falling towards us. That's why I have to do everything in my power to fight this thing. Good, then you're gonna keep fighting to save the planet? That's like you always told me, Barret. Here we go, he's gonna say the line. There ain't no getting off of this train. Cloud, I was deeply moved by your story. I'm a really weak person, and so I could really understand how you feel. No one knows when fighting will begin, but let's get ready. Our boy is back. Put Barret and Red 13. Listen, Cloud, we're right in the middle of the mission for the huge materia, right? I know this is kinda out of the blue, but Junon has an underwater reactor. As far as I can see, that's the only one left. That's that. Let's go. Alright, let's give Cloud his materia. Oh, we have another new ice materia now. Gotta give Cloud his enemy skill materia. I would like to get back his Earth materia. And then I will take back the Contain materia. Wherever that is. I think it's Sid's. Yeah. Oh, not Ultima. Although I will give Ultima to Red 13. I guess I'll give... Oh. I'll give Red 13 the steel materia for now, just in case. And then we'll give him Magic Plus. And I would like to give him the Phoenix materia. Alright, now before we head off, we do anything else, we're gonna go visit Nibelheim, the Nibelheim that's here. And I will be explaining a few things, just because the game doesn't do the best job of explaining it. unless you like go deep into like certain things. So, first of all, why is Nibelheim still standing? The fact is that after this whole incident involving Sephiroth, Shinra covered everything up by restoring Nibelheim and just putting a bunch of like random people there to make it seem like Nibelheim never had the incident happen. Obviously, Shinra didn't want to be held responsible for something like that, especially involving Sephiroth, because he's one of their best soldiers. So they basically just made a proxy version of they made a proxy version of Nibelheim. But we're going to go down to the library because there's some important extra information we need that I really feel we would like to do to close out this stream, because this is pretty big. So now that Cloud's back and all that stuff happened in the live stream, these tubes, you can see Cloud and Zack in them. Hey, this is your food. So Cloud was being kept down here, as well as Zack. But Zack broke out. So basically, this is all immediately what happened after the incident at the reactor. After Sephiroth was defeated, Cloud and Zack ended up getting brought here. And they had experiments done on them. And then they busted out, thanks to Zack. Because these guys were friends. They go more into depth about their relationship in Crisis Core. Put this on. It smells a little, but don't complain. You look pretty good with that. Well. Hey, yo, old guy, we at Midgar yet? Shut up, you're lucky I even gave you a ride. And Cloud is like absolutely fucked up because keep in mind, he's not Zack. He's not a member of Soldier. So he didn't have such intense experiments done on him before. So he's like out of it. Like probably about as bad as he was when before he fell into the live stream just earlier in the game. No, my mother lives there. Guess that's out. Yep, gotta change my plans. No matter what I do, I need some money first. Hey, want to start a business? Now what could we do? And he's like planning out his whole like future, hoping that him and Cloud can like, as friends, get together and try to like form a possible way to like live their lives as escapees from Shinra and Soldier. But considering Zack's not in the game anymore, in the present time in the story, clearly something bad happened to him. Try everything for it. That's easy for him to say. Hey! Of course! I've got more brains and brawn. That settles it. Oh boy. I'm gonna become a mercenary. Yeah, thanks, Pops. How did you even... Hey, didn't you even hear a word I said? Listen, I'm gonna become a mercenary and that's that. Boring stuff, dangerous stuff, anything for money. I'm gonna be rich. So, Cloud, what are you gonna do? No, wait, you've got it all wrong. Now, Cloud was out of it, but he heard all of that. So... Like, just kidding. I won't leave you hanging like that. We're friends, right? Mercenaries, Cloud. That's what you and me are gonna be. Understand, Cloud? So, like, even though he was out of it, like, that idea, mercenary, like, it's in his head. Unfortunately, they couldn't fully escape from Shinra. The Shinra came back. They pursued them. They fucking gunned Zack down. They fucking shot the shit out of him. What do you want to do with him? Forget it. Just leave him. And somehow, in his stupor, Cloud manages to drag himself over to Zack. And this is how he gets his iconic Buster Sword. God, it's... And he's right outside Midgar, so he ends up eventually stumbling his way back to Midgar. And that's, pretty much the start of the adventure after that. After Tifa finds him and he gets sent on the mission with Barret and everything. It's pretty much the gist of the rest of the story, but there are some materials we can read. Oop. So now we can read the rest, the escapee reports. The two escapees were located near Midgar. That's Zack and Cloud. Escapee report number 3 or 2. Description of the time: former soldier number 0, number blank. No effect could be detected from either Mako radiation therapy or de novo on him. That's Zack. Regular number blank. Reaction to Genova detected. That's Cloud. A was shot for resisting. That was Zack. B escaped during A's resistance. Number 4. B's whereabouts are currently unknown, but pursuit is unnecessary due to a diminishing consciousness, awaiting further instructions. And that's it. So the whole truth is that Cloud joined Shinra as an infantryman to try to make his way into soldier. And he ends up doing this whole thing where he's with Zack and Sephiroth during that incident, defeats Sephiroth somehow. Him and Zack manage to escape, and they just leave. They're retrieved, put under a bunch of experiments, and then Cloud and Zack eventually escape. And Zack sacrifices himself in order to give Cloud a chance to live. And somehow he lives, and he's here. And although he spent most of the game combining the things he heard from Zack and the things he heard from his experiences and observations, and Zack's persona as a member of Soldier with his own memories, he made this, like, kind of like potpourri vision of what he thought he was over the past 5 years. But we got the real Cloud now, and he's back. And there were things that were true, there were things that were not true, but we have it all into perspective. So let's get the hell out of here so we can wrap the stream up. Because this is the perfect time to stop. When we come back, there's going to be a bunch of side quests. Again. Let's use Trine. Keep going another 2 hours. Nah, I got stuff I have to do. I have plans after this stream ends. Going out for a little bit. And then... gonna be... when I come back after that, gonna be trying to play some more Earthbound. I gotta finish doing podcast notes for our podcast on Thursday. Not Wednesday, Thursday. It's gonna be one day later than usual. It's gonna be interesting. But now that we got our party back, we got our team leader, everything is all put back into its proper place. We understand Cloud's full backstory now. That's gonna be it. Thank you, Al, for tuning in. Thank you, Ignitus, for popping by as well. Thank you, any lurkers who tuned in. Any VOD watchers who check this out after it goes out to YouTube. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time, though. Until then, have yourselves a good one. And we'll see you next time. See ya. Bye-bye.